Yeah, this one is for every woman trying to hold herself together. Every
Hello,
woman
guys.
facing
Welcome
lonely
back.
at night.
Today's conversation might be
Love is
uncomfortable for
fighting
some
on her
people,
side, but
but I
fighting
think it
back.
is one conversation that we need to have
You are
honestly.
not alone.
Divorce rate is so high now
Welcome to the
because men
Amazing
still
God
want to
lifestyle.
live as their fathers did, and women no longer want to suffer as their mothers did.
My whole life
Before
for
anyone
you.
gets angry,
See smile
I
when you
want you
come
to
my way.
listen
How much
to the
pain
whole
waiting for
conversation.
life for
It
so
is not
I for
about
you, me
blaming
I no
men.
go
This is
lie.
not about
Sometimes
blaming
you
women.
laugh,
This
sometimes
is
you
about
cry.
understanding why so many marriages today seem to struggle in ways that previous generations did not openly talk about. Because if we are being honest, many of us grew up watching our parents' marriages and thinking that was the standard. But the world has changed. People have changed. Expectations have changed. And marriage itself has changed. The problem is that many people entered modern marriages carrying old expectations. And that is where the conflict begins. Now, let me explain. Just hold on. Give me a few minutes. Many of our fathers grew up in a generation where the man was automatically the head of the home. His authority was rarely questioned. His decisions were final. Many women did not have financial independence. Many women depended completely on their husbands for survival. Many women endured disrespect. Some endured loneliness, some endured cheating, and some endured emotional neglect. Some endured physical abuse, yet they stayed. Not necessarily because they were happy, but because they often had no choice. Where would they go? How would they feed their children? Who would support them? Society was also different. A divorced woman was often judged harshly. People would tell her to endure, people would tell her to pray, people would tell her that all men are like that. So many women suffered silently. Now, let's fast forward to today. The average woman today is very different from her mother. She has an education, she has access to information, she earns money, she owns businesses, she understands her rights. She knows that marriage should involve partnership and not ownership. And because of that, she is less willing to tolerate what her mother tolerated, not because she hates marriage, not because she hates men, but because she believes she deserves better treatment. And honestly, many people would agree with her. Now, think about it. If your mother spent years crying herself to sleep because of how she was treated, why would you willingly sign up for the same experience? If you have watched your mother sacrifice everything while receiving very little appreciation, why would you think that is normal? Many women today watched their mothers suffer. They watched their mothers lose themselves. They watched their mothers carry the entire emotional burden of the family. And deep down, they promised themselves that will not happen to me, or that will not be my story. Now, let's talk about the men. Many men today also grew up watching their fathers. Their fathers came home and food was ready. The house was clean, the children were taken care of. Their wives handled almost everything at home. Many men saw this and naturally assumed that this is how marriage should work. The challenge is that today's women is often doing too much, more outside the home than their mothers did. She may have a job, she may run a business, she may contribute financially, she may even be paying some of the household bills. Yet, some men still expected her to carry all the traditional responsibilities too. So now she's expected to work like a modern woman but serve like a traditional woman. That combination creates tension. Imagine waking up at 5 a.m., preparing kids for school, going to work, coming back exhausted, cooking, cleaning, helping with homework, handling family issues, and then being told that you are not doing enough. How long do you think someone can continue like that without becoming resentful? That is where many marriages begin to crack. Not because there is no love, but because there is exhaustion, unspoken exhaustion. Now, let me tell you something interesting. Many people say divorce rates are high today because people have become impatient. Maybe That is partly true, but I think there is another side to the story. In previous generations, many unhappy marriages simply remained married. The pain existed, the problem existed, the cheating existed, the disrespect existed. People just didn't leave. So when we compare today's divorce rate with the past, we have to be very, very careful. Sometimes what changed is not the number of unhappy marriages. Sometimes what changed is people's willingness to stay in them. That is different conversations entirely. Let's be honest, some marriages from previous generations were beautiful. Yes, some were truly inspiring. Some couples grew old together with genuine love and respect. We should celebrate those examples. But not every long marriage was a happy marriage. Length and quality are not always the same thing. A marriage can last 50 years and still be full of pain. A marriage can last 10 years and be full of respect, full of love. We need to stop assuming that staying automatically means succeeding. Now, here is where things become complicated. Women have changed, the world has changed, but some men's expectations have not changed at all. At the same time, some women want the benefits of modern relationships while still expecting only traditional responsibilities from men. This creates confusion. Both sides are frustrated. Men feel unappreciated, women feel overwhelmed. Men feel disrespected, women feel unheard. And instead of working together, many couples begin keeping scores. I did this, you didn't do that, I sacrificed more, you don't appreciate me. Before long, the marriage becomes a competition instead of partnership, and nobody wins. I think one of the biggest problems today is that many couples would never discuss expectations before marriage. They discuss wedding colors, they discuss guest lists, they discuss honeymoon destinations, but they never discuss real life issues. Who will handle finances? Who will cook? Who will manage the children? What happens if one person loses their job? What does respect mean to each person? What does partnership look like? These conversations matter because love alone is not enough. Love is important, but marriage also requires teamwork. Marriage requires flexibility. Marriage requires understanding. The reality is that the old model is not working for everyone anymore. And the new model has not been fully figured out either. So many couples are stuck somewhere in between, trying to build modern marriages with outdated experiences. And that is creating conflict. I believe the strongest marriages today are not necessarily the most traditional or the most modern. They are the ones where both people adapt. The husband understands that his wife is not his mother. The wife understands that her husband is not her father. Both people see each other as individuals. Both people communicate. Both people adjust. Both people carry responsibility. Both people feel valued. Because at the end of the day, nobody wants to feel like they are carrying the entire marriage alone. Nobody, not the husband, not the wife. People want partnership. People want support. People want respect. People want peace. And when these things are missing, resentment starts growing slowly at first, then all at once. So do I think divorce rates are higher because men still want to live like their fathers did, and the women no longer want to suffer as their mothers did? Partly, yes. I think there is some truth in that statement, but I also think the deeper issue is that society changed faster than our expectations did. Many people are still trying to apply old rules to a completely different world. And until couples start having honest conversations about what marriage should look like for them, many relationships will continue to struggle. Marriage is not supposed to be a battlefield. It is not supposed to be a place where one person wins and the other loses. It should be a place where two people build a life together. A place where both people feel safe, a place where both people feel respected, a place where both people feel loved. And perhaps that is the lesson this generation is still learning. Not how to be like our parents, not how to reject everything our parents did, but how to take the good, leave the bad, and create healthier marriages for ourselves. I'd really, really love to know what your opinions and your thoughts are on this particular subject. Let me know down in the comment section what you think. I would love to know. And while you're doing that, please don't forget to subscribe to this channel if you haven't done so already. Turn on your post notification button so you'll be notified every time I post any video. Click on that like button to give this video a thumbs up. Share this video with your friends, your family, even your enemies, whoever that you think that needs to see this video. Just engage. It's how you help us, and encourage us to create more videos. Bye for now, and I'll see you in my next video.
But one day, your children will thank you. Your story will inspire somebody, and your pain will not be wasted. This is the Amazing Golden Lifestyle.